Wait, do I have 3 browsers open? I do. Dumb. What up, Mr. Melvin? A little early for you. We do have testing today. All right, let's get localhost up. I'm trying to remember where we were at yesterday. I think we were playing around with layout. Yeah, this bit right here. Figuring out how to get this laid out. So for context, set the scene. We're working on porting this thing over. Particularly this box right here is we're figuring out how to make it look better, which is this box. All right, let's keep playing here. I want to see if I can get this basically 50-50 maybe. We'll see how that looks. Where does this get rendered? How are we already on this morning? Yeah, I think we're gonna have to refactor to using grid. I mean, we're not going to have to, but I think it might be easier. Flex row. So that thing just needs a flex direction on it. And it needs to be between, or not direction, it is justify items. Yeah, whatever, we'll do it over here. All right, where do we render? It's gotta be rendered under here. Yeah. This should be, if we do space between. Do something like that. Why isn't that working? Space between, justify between, there we go. All right, now we got that. And now we can like, all right, that makes it grow. Does that apply any styles if I do that? Does it get anything from flex too? I don't think so, huh? Yeah, it does actually. All right. So if that gets 2, we basically want to say something like the proportions where this is like 2 and this is flex like 3. Aha. That's getting closer to what we want. What up, Nil Pointer and Fox? How we doing? Still a ton of like white space. I'm not sure I love that. And we can change this. We can probably, let's see here. One thing we could do is just totally truncate the data. That seems like a good idea. It's fine. Yeah, everything's good. So we could put these side by side and like put them over this. And add the gap around these a little bit. I think that's what we'll do. So it's gonna end up looking like in here, rather than this being a row, this is gonna be a column. Yeah. And then we're going to put we should throw these in a div. And that gets thrown in a div. And then that gets thrown in a div. Div soup. There. And then we're going to actually move them side by side. So this becomes a row. Wrong one. This becomes a column. Or no. This is the row. Is there another div that we need? So we have premium per life. That's the container. This is row. No, it's not. Hold on here. I think this needs to just be moved out. This thing's fucking with me. And then in here, I'm not even sure. Call row. Yeah, there we go. And it's not quite right yet. I need to like group these boxes. Background red 400. Okay. And then this is gonna get, that's that one. This break doesn't need to be here anymore. And we need to, I don't even know if we need that div anymore. What did that do? Not really anything, huh? So this one is going to have right. And then each of these is wrapped in its own div. Yeah, okay. All right, we've got boxes to work with. So let's go ahead and fix this being up top. So this is gonna go, let's see here, where is this gonna go? Average, premium. It's interesting that one of them is press to the bottom. We should do this as like justify center, items center, and we should take that and move that. Oh, there we go. And then in this one, we'll give this a gap of like 2, maybe more, 4. And then we can get rid of this flex 2. And then let's bump this actually to call. And we don't want item center anymore. Maybe we can get rid of this space. See how that looks condensed? No, we need the space. All right, so we'll copy those styles and throw them here. Let's actually make this gap a little bit bigger. And then in here, we want a gap of like, I don't know, 2 at least. Maybe 4. And we'll put a margin top on this to add a little bit more space. Or we could probably even put a border. Border, bottom. Yeah, something like that. I don't know, chat. That's not looking bad. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not upset about this right now. I think we need some more vertical space between these. Like this is pretty dense right there. But I think that's looking pretty good. V0 has helped some of this. Like none of it's just like all V0. It's normally I get a V0 design and then I iterate on it. It's all unders, yeah. I don't know what I'd do without unders, honestly. I'd be lost in the world. I think this looks pretty good. I think we want to get this into like a card thing now. But I'm getting close to being happy with where we're at. There's like some... It'd be nice to be able to drop the 3rd row on these and then only have 2. Like get rid of this target. I still do want, I think I want some more spacing here. We'll mess with that in a second. No. All my freelance work has always come from my personal network. I guess that's not true. I had one opportunity to do some freelance. I think we should refactor this page to look more like this and have like the child cards. All right. I am going to go and let the dogs out, and I am going to speak with my mother because she just got up with her dogs and she's in town. Oh shit. That meeting's at 10:30. All right, I'll be right back, chat. But I'm pretty happy with how this page comes out. I think we're gonna get a card around this chart, and then we're gonna move to a brand new feature and finally get out of this damn card. Kyle, I'll tell my mother you say hello.
speaks the gospel of the camel. I speak the gospel of the dunes. The sand is in my veins. Come ride a camel with me today.
No, I was on the phone with the person I'm building this for. I went out to say good morning to my mama because she's visiting with her pups, which she says hello, Kyle. And then I started texting with the client, and it was just easier to have a phone call. So this is going in the right direction. So some more context I just got on this screen is that this is used partially to sell the platform and also in review, which I had unclear was unclear to me. Basically, the client just told me that what happens is he'll have like a group of prospective clients or clients that he just signed, and they'll upload all their reports, and then they'll be in like a seminar, and he reviews basically this screen right here, one or two clients on screen, and then each of them will have a PDF of this, and they're looking over it at the same time. So we need to be able to show this data to both the advisor and the clients. I just don't know like how much of this is actually the thing I was trying to hash out. The thing I was told is that this is all important. The thing I really need to figure out is what is most important and what is the things, what are like, yes, this is all important data, but like what is the things that really need attention? Like clearly this needs attention brought to it. It seems like this probably needs attention to it. And like there are different ways to emphasize like targets versus goals, right? Like I think we're starting to do a good job of that. I just don't. Yeah, they're totally cool with this being on stream. So like these two things together right here, actually like these three tabs are what are going to make up that report. Like right, onboarding assessment is like maybe how do we I can't really. All right. I wonder what you would call this thing as a whole. It is like a client profile, but it's also like all right. Well, there's some other things we can do while I get better clarity on how this is going to be used. Hold on, I'm about to get a message back again. Bro, I just spelled coffee on me. I don't know if everyone just watched that. That was so stupid. All right, we just got to go for data density. I agree. All right. All right, chat. We are, as much as I don't want to do this, for now, we are going to copy all right, we're gonna actually just keep this as a component in our back pocket, but they want me to ship basically exactly that chart, which was not the original mandate, but you know, we're gonna build this on one screen. So let's do that. We have all the data, so we're just gonna say this is, I don't even know what we call this. What would you call that report? /view/page/screen for both. Master dashboard. So this is gonna be like client dashboard, which is fine. That's exactly what this is. All right, so, all right, this is gonna be annoying, but what is this? We don't need dense table. We don't need, I don't think we're using this anywhere, but we'll hold on to it for now. We're gonna make a component, lib component, and we're gonna say this is gonna be, what do we want to call this thing? It's like a client. Let's make this oil. And we're gonna come over here and we're gonna make this oil as well. All right, let's just knock this out. Yeah, your songs will play. They should be getting queued up. All right, so let's go up here. This is account card. This is the thing we've been working in. It's not really an account card. It's more like, I'm gonna go copy that, which is under routes, authenticated main, coach, client, ID. Comes from here? No. Where do you get rendered? Accelerator card, account, it's under account. Account card V2. All right, so this is really, account, yoink that. We want to go up, 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 lib, components, and we're going to say this is, we'll say client dashboard, old, dot svelte, just to keep that around. And then we're going to actually take this and we're going to move this to new. And we're gonna go in here and we're gonna swap out the old one. And we're just gonna basically start fresh, as annoying as that is. Minus the data. We're still gonna get the data. But a lot of what we just did, the UI, unfortunately, is gonna get thrown out. Where am I? Here, sure. Sure. I really just need the data coming in. We don't need any of this. We don't need that. Chart data we'll keep. We can keep that data. We don't need the form right now. So let's get rid of that. We do want that. Get rid of that. We can get rid of onboarding status. That doesn't need to be on the screen. Don't need that. We do want a card still. Actually, maybe it's not the worst thing to keep the card. But we don't need the form. We'll have that in a different view for now, I guess. We don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need any of this because we can copy it. We basically want this, and we'll say hello world. And we can get rid of all these unused things. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And then what else we got? Activity events, we don't need that. That will need to be on the screen. Report we will need. We'll want the chart data. We'll want that stuff. Okay, we want all that. Let's see if we can render this now. Where are my other... We want to go to front, source, routes, authenticated main, coach, client. This is the dashboard. This is the client dashboard. We should move some of this stuff out. I mean, right now it's fine. In fact, I'm actually inclined to copy what we're working on over to there. And just keep it co-located for now because it's easier than jumping back and forth around the project. Coach, even though we're going to reuse that, we're going to reuse the component we're making on both the coach dashboard and yeah, we'll call it that. All right. And then on here, let's just, we have most of this data in this report. I guess we can come here, we'll come up to the page and we're gonna render, rather than the accounts card, we're gonna render the gonna be client dashboard right there. And it's gonna have some data on it, which is going to be, what are the props here that this thing needs? Needs the user, we don't need the form. User answer, yeah. In fact, we can go back to this, where we can, yeah, we'll just say it's going to take a user, take answers, is going to equal data.answers, and then it has a report, and we'll say this is going to be data.report, and then it's going to have a user, which will be data.user. Right? That's all good. We can get rid of this interval here. We don't need that. In our page server, it's possible we don't need a bunch of this stuff. we'll hold on to that. Yeah, we're gonna hold on to that for a moment. It's okay if that's still there because we're gonna have to copy that out. But let's go into here and we should see this render now. Hello world. Yeah, that's fine up there. Okay, let's see here. We need to basically, where did that screenshot go? I gotta stop closing that screenshot. I need to get rid of the drawings on this thing. Okay, I can just do... You can do this, open with preview. I need to make some edits to this. Or really, we can just take that and we can do this and that. Block that out. Sorry, I'm just protecting some personal information here. Black. Why isn't that working? Ah, there we go. All right. All right. So we need to do this. Let's keep this like literally. All right, we're just gonna make this part up here. We have all the data. So we need a div. Actually, let's just make a client dashboard. We'll just say dashboard here. And this is ignored, right? Or we can just make a components, I guess. And we'll move client dashboard. We'll come in here and we're just gonna say we have a, I don't know, what would we have we'll have key metrics dot svelte. We'll have premium verse kept dot svelte. We'll have self-assessment dot svelte. We'll have 1031 dot svelte. Why does this one look weird? Did I spell svelte wrong? Self assessment dot svelte. There we go. And then we have important data points dot svelte. And then we have quadrant. What would you even call that? Quadrant, I don't know, chart. Characteristics, quadrant, personality quadrant dot svelte. And then we need repeat sales opportunity. I'll make this bigger. I realize it's pretty tiny for you guys to see. Repeat sales wait, is opportunity spelled wrong there? Or do I just spell opportunity wrong? And then we have improvement dot svelte, and we'll have compound growth. Compound growth dot svelte, and then rolling metrics dot svelte. All right, we're just going to go through these one by one and implement them. So key metrics, this is going to be a script. Throw that in there, close that up, and we're going to come in here, and this needs, what does this need? This needs some props. Let's go ahead and split this with the old version, which is going to be under page shots. We need income captured. Yeah, we basically need these, right? We need income captured, referrals per ask, and closes per open. So let's move that there. We're gonna move these here, and we're gonna say this is gonna be type props is equal to this type here. These are gonna go in there, do that, save that, import all of these. Okay, we have all those. Income capture, referrals by ask, great. We'll come down here and we can grab the snippets from those. We'll have a div. We'll have a card actually. Let's go grab our card component. So it's really just yoink you. And we'll come and we will put you in here. We can close this now. Avatar, we don't need any of that. We can clear the card head. Actually, there's probably better cards we can steal from here. Let's go look quick. Login card. Onboarding review card. Accelerator, previous uploads. Yeah, sure, we'll take this. Card. Actually, this still doesn't seem great. Yeah, fuck it. This is a simple one. And we'll delete that all out. Paste that in there, and then we'll delete the form. We'll delete a lot of this shit. Logo card, we can keep that, keep that. We can delete everything inside the card content. I don't think we need a card footer. Oh, fuck it, we'll keep it for now. We'll do that. We'll import all these. 3, add all missing imports. Why didn't that find that? Well, I definitely have a button component. Oh, why did that import from bits? That's a weird spot to import that from. That should come from that. And then this one should come from yeah, basically that, but we can delete that. All right, that should give us a new screen that has that. That looks good. Let's actually get rid of this entire top part. And we're just gonna render page.svelte, client dashboard. This, we're gonna get rid of all of this. We have this saved, so that's okay. Save that. That should nuke this, right? Yeah, there we go. And now in here, let's get rid of all this stuff we don't need. We'll keep that stuff because it might be useful at some point. And let's get rid of you. And down here, we're gonna render. We probably have a page layout. Pages. Layout. Background, red, 400, where are you? That's weird, right? Oh, it doesn't re-render, right? Or actually should? Is that just not getting... Ah, so it's not filling. Okay, that's what that is. That's fine. In fact, I don't even know if we need this client dashboard. No, we should, because we're gonna reuse it, right? My baby. So down here we want to render, let's just say we have there's no, whatever, we'll make a div and we'll just say this thing's gonna fill class equals h full and width full, and then we'll let the parent control it. Slash div, we're going to render the component we were just working on, which is the key metrics. Key metrics. Key metrics needs a prop that's going to take, do this. Right, key metrics is this guy here. We can delete this now. The header is going to be, do we even have a header? I want to align window third almost. I want bottom right quarter. Bottom right quarter. And then we want this to go to like there. Yeah. Okay. That's a good working zone. Let me check chat quick. Rust is just Rust has a lot of really nice properties to it. It's hard to learn as your first language, but there's features like pattern matching and iterators, and the type system's really good, and the way you model problems with the types is really nice and people like it. I would say if you want a similar experience without the hard learning curve of just like the traits that I think people actually find valuable, because I think most Rust devs, well, I shouldn't say most. I think a lot of people in the web dev community that like Rust like it for the things I said, and I think they'd really like Gleam and OCaml as well. And they're both a little bit easier to pick up because you don't have to worry about the low level concerns as much. But yeah, that's kind of my hot take. All right, we have this. Let's get rid of card title. We'll just have this be, I mean, I'm tempted to just completely forego card header. This would be like key metrics. We don't really need we don't need the footer. In fact, we don't even need the header, to be honest. We just need a card content. And in here, we're going to say in here, we're going to render key metrics. Our key metrics is going to have on it in key metrics. Ha, I'm so dumb. We'll have a section for, let's just say we have a snippet. In fact, we can probably use the other snippets we have in our old component. In here, we have important data points. We really want these guys, these snippets. First one's income capture, so let's grab that. We're gonna go down and we're gonna grab income capture down to income captured, referrals by ask, and then hopefully the next one's closes per open. Yeah, let's yoink that, and we'll come back up here into this one, and we'll add it, just throw that in there, and we'll just render these for now, even though it's going to look terrible. At render income captured. I hate income captured. In fact, we can actually go grab, we have that same render block right there. Paste that in there, right? And now we have some things that need imported. And then I think we can get rid of everything that says report. Dot summary dot. We can do that, and then these are going to be our props that will destructure. We need you. Sorry, chat. I'm in the zone. I'm just going to try to remake this dashboard really quick so we can do other stuff. Referrals by ask, block, closes per open, comes off props. Why can't I get my currency formatter? There it is. Ratio formatter should also come in from there. We're still not rendering anything. Why? This probably isn't getting props passed to it, because I don't think we're even rendering the metrics card, right? Because here's the client dashboard. Yeah, here we go. This needs income capture, which is going to equal report.summary.income capture. It's going to need referrals per ask, which is going to be the same thing. Report.summary.referrals per ask. And then the last one is going to be closes per open is going to be equal to report.summary.closes per open. That gets passed in. We should get some
Functions
data.
describe
hopefully.
the world.
Hello world. Do we see this? We don't. I don't think we're rendering the client dashboard on the page that's felt. We are. Let's see here. If we do a console.log goofar. All right, we get an error. That's good. Internal error. I can live with that. Which means it had issues rendering something on that page, which I want to turn off the logging for the database now because that's just noisy. Where did we turn on database logging? Logger true. So if we render we render the client dashboard, this shouldn't be doing anything that crazy. Like if we get rid of this, it should render. I would be really surprised if this doesn't render, which if it doesn't, it means we have a problem. Yeah, all right, so that's good. Do we have the data? We should. We can do an inspect call on report, which we should end up seeing that over here in the logs on the server, and we should also end up seeing that on the console in it. There it is. Yeah. Closes per open. Yeah, we got all the data still. So what is breaking in our key metrics component that this thing takes some components. Let's just get rid of these renders. And then we have this income captured by block. Oh, we have so we should see this thing render still though. Because we're rendering the key metrics, right? Client dashboard, key metrics, hello world is not even getting rendered anymore. Why? Svelte, why do you do this to me? Let's see this data. Oh, but this is like a case of a div not being, yeah, it's all not rendered under there. That's interesting. That is the layout.svelte, which takes children, which should be the page.svelte. And we don't see, here we go. Target is not defined. There it is. Just needed a re-render. Morning, JD. How you been? How's the baby? How's the wife? All right, we need to come into key metrics, and actually this thing doesn't need to be in a card itself. Where is, yeah, it's this one. So the income captured part, we don't need to put this in a block. We'll just say this is going to, we'll get rid of the border on this and the rounded. Do that. And then we'll get rid of this extra data. Income capture. We'll get rid of this $. And we'll get rid of the number. We really just need that ratio. So this is our main one, right? Yeah. And then this is supporting stuff. So we can get rid of this block. Not entirely, but we can get rid of most of these. Get rid of that. This line comes up here. That goes there. We can get rid of the word ratio. And we'll style this. Ratio format. 2.4%, and then in here, this will say benchmark will be 5%. I'm assuming that income cap, do I have that on here? Do I have a target on this thing? Dude, this drives me, I hate the LSP. She's starting to follow me with her eyes. Maybe she passed out or something. That's amazing, dude. That's adorable. I'm so happy for you guys. Dot. Is there a target on here? There's not. So I'm assuming that's a flat target. So let's say this is going to be 5.00%. And then we need to do some quick math. We're going to do display number formatter dot format, and then we're going to format the value, which is going to be income capture dot income capture ratio minus 5.00. That doesn't seem like the right number. Oh, we did this backwards. 5.00 minus u. That's still not right though. Oh, it's probably a point. We probably have to multiply this by 100. Yeah. Times 100. Yeah. This can be ratio formatter actually. And really, we want it to go in the opposite direction. I was right the first time. Yep. And then we'll say on this thing, we're going to actually use class names. So let's change surround this to that. We're going to use CL, what is it? CN from class names. And we're going to pass in this string. Just do that there. And then we're going to have some additional styles where we'll have text red. I'm assuming I use 500 for error states elsewhere in the app. And we'll do that if income capture dot income capture ratio minus 0.05 is going to be if it's less than 0, we'll make that red. Oh, this needs to be an object. Ha. Yeah. And then we'll just do that for now, and we can get rid of this to F. We can get rid of these. Get rid of that. PY3. Income capture. Great. Yeah. Wait a second. Simple if hold on. I built some tools for internal dev use, and my lead was like, oh, this is going to make life so much easier now. Great feeling when you impress leads. Hell yeah. Simple AV2 that helps deleting and reversing records in a tax system for state government. Poor DB structures and have foreign keys properly set, so using native and frames of foreign catch tables. Nice. Hell yeah. I love quick and easy tools. It's the best way to do things. So that is that. We really don't need that to grow. But that's fine. I don't even think we need justify center. Yeah, we don't. All right, we'll basically copy that. As our next one, and we can just delete this. Paste those in. This is going to be our referrals per ask block. Referrals per ask block. And in here, this will be change referrals per ask. The value is going to be still negative, but this will be referrals by ask. That should really be per ask. We'll fix that at the type level later. That's a, let's just do it. This is gonna break things, but it's okay. We're gonna go back to server, and on the report, this thing, referrals by ask. This is, whatever. Actually, we'll just leave it the same. I don't care. Referrals per ask block, and in here this will be referrals by ask, and that's a number. And this is going to become that, and that's not a ratio. And this is going to be a formatter. This will be display number formatter. Then down here, benchmark is going to be 2. And then in this, we need it's the percent of the way there. Do we have a percent formatter? Display. We should really, I've been wanting to do this for a minute. We'll save that refactor for another time. Export const, this is going to be a percent formatter. Style percent. Actually, I think I can use this. That is what we want. This will just be referrals per ask divided by 2. And then we can render that, right? This will be referrals per ask block. And this actually needs to be a flex row. And we'll do a justify between referrals per ask. We got a not a number. Why do we get a not a number? Oh, that makes sense. Referrals per ask dot referrals per ask. I gotta go fix those at some point. I work full-time at Vercel and then freelance in my free time. JD, give me a little bit of time to knock out. I'll read that in like 5 minutes. Actually, I'll just do it now that I'm looking at. Fuck it. Any tips for anyone here on a predicament? The client I'm working with constantly talks down to me, is just demanding and makes snide remarks. I generally just take them, but this person is the POC for my project, so I have no choice but to interface with them. Just getting ready to I try to bring others into the comment and she backs out instantly and doesn't. I'd maybe bring this up with your manager if you have a good manager, or like maybe just like write this out and tell her how you're making her feel. It's possible she has no idea. Yeah, I'd maybe just have a conversation with her, and if she doesn't take it well or makes rude remarks during that interaction, then it's when you go to HR, right? Like, we're all here to do a job, and if she's blocking your job, like, you know, that's my take at least. Then we need closes per open block. Closes per open. This is just gonna be closes per open. Red is gonna be if the, actually we can actually come up here. There's a better way to do what I was gonna do. Actually, that is right. It's actually just that. Yeah. Send to, and this is going to be closes per open, which if it is less than 1.5, closes per open is less than closes per open dot target. You probably want to add the targets programmatic here. This is closes per open. Then benchmark is 1.5, and the ratio is going to be closes per open dot that closes per open dot target. That should work. And then we can render that. Closes per open block. And then let's fix this styling here. We need like a min width. Is there a way in CSS to not let that line wrap? And like referrals per ask, like line wrap. Wrap. I can't see line text wrap. No wrap. Yeah. And then why is this card so small? That's this one. So we need some padding. Let's add some padding. PY, let's just say 4. Yeah. And then we want gap. Let's say we give it a gap of 4. Wait, did that not work? What happens if I do that? It's limiting the card from growing. Oh, we probably have like a max width on this card. Max width medium. I kind of want to get rid of that. Class equals, but I don't know what that would break everywhere else. Max with none. There we go. All right, there's that card. And now let's make our, the next one is premium versus kept, which we basically already have this card. This component is right here. So let's take that and move that into here. In fact, we can just use that. Huh, that didn't even work. That's so funny. That was a bug in oil. All right, and here, this gets some data points. Sure, this all looks good. This is the actual chart. And then we want to put this in a card as well. So let's steal what we were just doing in the card for the key metrics. We'll yoink those, put that there. This becomes a slash card. These two. Paste that in. The canvas is going to go over here, and that will go in there. And we just need to import all the missing stuff. Yeah, and then we want a title on this thing. So let's go find a card title. Sure, card title. We'll take that, go back, put that in there, import that. And then in here, this will be premium verse kept. And now we can render this in the dashboard. And then we want, this is going to be a flex. And it's going to be a flex row. So the flex row is basically right there. That's the row. And then we'll have a column and a column. Flex row. And then yoink you. Yoink you, do that. This becomes the column. This is column. You can get rid of these. And in this column, we're going to put premium versus kept. And this is going to get the data. And the data that gets account card props, answers, form, report. I think we derived chart data. Yep, right there. We'll yoink that, go back, and we can derive the chart data up here. Oh, we already have it. Take that and we'll pass, this takes data equals chart data. What? Wait, that's not the right chart data? Wait, now I'm confused. Ah, I already have that data. Aha, chat. It's that. We don't need that. Maybe we do. That will be for the radar. That's like radar chart data. And we can put that into a component of its own. back to here. And in here we want, I don't think this needs to be 3XL. That seems aggressive. We'll add some padding to this. And can I say text center? Yeah. Okay, that looks good. And we'll give this a gap 4. Whoops, not that one. We want to go back to here. This is going to have a gap of 4, I guess. Gap 4. Sure, that looks a little bit better. And now we can put the self-assessment on. So let's grab that. Components, self-assessment, split that. We have the radar chart, accelerator radar chart. You want G that, throw that in there. And no, you stay down, man. What's up?
Hey.
Hi.
I'm waiting.
You making a coffee?
Is that all I'm good for?
No, you're good for a lot of things.
But specifically, that's really about it.
No. Hold on here. Let me check Slack. I just got pinged on some things.
Okay.
Alright, we're good.
This is so cute. Does Anders ever just ping you randomly during your stream to throw
What?
you off? Does Anders ever just ping you randomly during a stream to
He just
throw
did
you off?
8 minutes ago.
Right, I know. I'm wondering if...
Anders, are you here? Are you listening? What up, Nopsy? I think that's Ibrahim. Ibrahim hasn't been in my stream forever.
Dilly. Buddy.
Dude, I don't know your freaking... Oh, jeez. Hi, buddy. Good morning. You say good morning to chat. Say good morning to stream. Stream dog. Good boy. All right, down. Kiss. Thank you. Down. Down.
Okay, here. Come on, let's go. We're gonna go make him coffee.
Thanks, y'all.
Let's go.
Where's Baxter? I have no idea where Baxter's at. Let's rename datum to data point. Data point. And then this thing gets... There he is, Ibrahim.
Maxie,
We can basically copy what we did in the
look that way.
card for premium versus kept, right? We can copy this card and we'll just put this canvas, chart, and then this is going to be self-assessment instead of premium. This will be self-assessment, and we can render that now. That's a column. We need another column, so we need another one of these. And we need a gap here of 4. Get those separated. And then this one is going to be the self-assessment. Get rid of that. This will be changing word self-assessment. and this is going to need data, and this will be I wonder if we can make this just take the assessment, because we have the assessment right here. This is like it.
Functions describe the world.
Whatever, we'll just use the chart data right now, which it's this one. Whoops. Radar, uncomment that. We get that, yoink that back down here. That goes in there. Now we have a radar chart. Boom. Would you look at that, chat? Would you just look at it? Why do we have such a big gap? I don't like how much margin that thing has. Let's go in here and see if we can fix that. Scales, radius, fonts, step size, grid, angle, point labels, plugins, display, tooltip, body font size, padding 10. We can probably drop that to 4. Actually, I don't know what that changed at all. Maybe that's just the size it has to be. We could give it some negative margin at least, possibly. I don't think that's changing anything. We can give it negative margin though. Gap 8. Wait. Why do we have gap 8 here? That seems aggressive. Yeah, we don't even need that. I don't think we need anything. We don't even need this class, I don't think. That didn't work. Yeah, it needs constrained in there. And then we can say yeah. And this should be H full. Really, that doesn't matter. All right, we have that one. And now let's add the important data points. You can go into important data points. And this is going to be, let's just copy the key metrics component because it's going to be similar. And we go into important data points, come in here. This is just going to have a data, which I know we have a important data points in this file. Yanking word here, go back over here. And this is going to be that, paste that, change in there, that's data, we don't get any of these. Jump up, delete that. We have the important data points. I think my editor colors got screwed up, maybe not. We want to go to v2, and in here we have a important data points. We can basically steal this. Actually, no, we can't because it's just wrong. We need a table. Maybe we can reuse this. Let's grab this and just see what it ends up looking like. We'll yoink that. Go back. In here and wait, what? Oh, yeah. There we go. Thanks for flagging that. I really don't love this table. This table doesn't do a good job at what it shows. It's really bad. Make this display this data in a more useful, practical way using design best practices from the book Refactoring UI. So it's using tinier cards. Put the data all in one card. We're gonna take some stylistic liberty here because like this looks like dog water and like this column doesn't help. Like, yeah. Laugh on the arches my form, but definitely hits different. The DIY installing you can craft your perfect OS. You guys are abusing AI right now. Come on, let me see. Just let me see it. We'll just copy something like this, to be honest. Right? This can end up just being... What component am I in? Am I in the right file? Yeah, let's get rid of this thing. We'll come in here. We need to import you. Get rid of this, get rid of these. This gets the data. And then we're going to, let's split open and get key metrics. We'll come down here, grab you. First, we'll put it in a card. In fact, we can go into premium versus kept. There's an aggressive amount of margin down here. I think we can fix that. Yeah. In fact, we don't even really need a class in this, to be honest. In this, the card will have a title. So we want to go grab one of our ones that has a title, which we gave premium versus kept a title. So let's grab that. That comes up here. That goes in there. Premium versus kept becomes important data points. Right? That comes in here. We'll add that. Inside the card content, we're going to have these sections that are going to look similar to our key data points, right? We basically want to grab one of these blocks, yoink that, put that up here. This is going to be income per FF, income per fact finder, right? And this is going to be income per fact finder, and we want it to be red if it's below its target. So this will come in here, and this will be it'll be red if it is let's see here, target or data.target needs CN. Data dot income per fact finder is less than data dot income per fact finder target, and then we're just going to display the number, which is currency formatter format, and this is going to be data dot income per fact finder, and then we'll say benchmark is going to be, we'll just change this to change target will be currency formatter dot format data dot income, yeah, like that, and then we'll render that block. We'll say this is going to be a flex call, and then we'll do at render, and we're going to render income per fact finder block, and we'll have another snippet. We'll have two snippets for, we'll have a snippet for premium per new household. Premium per new household. And that will basically become that. Premium per new household. And then we don't need to, it doesn't ever need to be red. Get rid of that. And this will have, yeah, data.premium per household. And we don't need anything underneath of that. And we can copy this, and this will be premium per life. Per life. 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 And then we have this block that is a div. That will close that up, /div. And this will have a @render premium per new household block and a life block. And this is going to be class equals flex row justify between. Do that. So if we go back to our app, what do we break here? Thanks,
Hey,
Boo.
Can I tell you some things quick?
What?
Can I tell you some things quick?
Mm-hmm. Sorry, chat. Sorry, chat. Didn't realize I was still muted. This is looking better, but I don't know why it's pushing some of the data off screen. Components, page that's Svelte. This is really the page that's Svelte, but all right. That was the problem. What the hell is happening here? Okay, that was weird. Sure. All right, let's go back to our important data points card. And we want to get this looking better. So we have premium, we got that one, we have that one. Income per fact finder. Do we render that? We do. This is looking weird because of that. And let's add a gap 4 again. Gap 4 and income per fact finder. That's not where we want the gap. We want the gap here. Gap 4. And let's left align these numbers. All right, so that does nothing. So I think we can come up here. Is this become flex start? Is that what it wants? Flex start or justify start? No, it's, well, maybe it is. Item start. Wait, what the F? Oh, I'm putting it on the wrong thing. This is a column. It's this one. Column. No? Item is the opposite. Whoops, that's not what we want. We want this, and that goes here. Yeah. Okay, that looks better. Dude, I cannot have these center aligned. Center aligned looks so bad. I'm sorry. I can't do it. I can't do it, chat. In key metrics, the item center just looks fucking horrible. Well, that's fine center. It's this one. Really, right? No. It is this one. Does it look good centered? Ugh, I can't tell if that looks good centered or not. Okay, that looks, I think it looks better left aligned, right? Do we think it looks better left aligned? I think I prefer left line. And then important data, let's go back over here and finish this one up. This is gonna grab and we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 of these basically come in. There'll be different values. Dude, that's like so much space. That's not bad. Maybe we do just do it this way. If we do it that way, it gets a border bottom, border bottom, and then this is going to become I like the colors and symbols, but the targets should be emphasized more. See what it comes up with. Let's not use the text below / above target and use color / emphasis / font to convey that.
Yeah, that was helpful. Brinley was like, "You're talking about walks."
Let's work on making it make use of horizontal space better.
I didn't look.
Do you want to go too?
My three, I'm sorry.
I'll take them later.
You don't have to. Well, Baxter's really good on walks. Bodie stops a lot. And Winnie goes crazy. Yeah. It really did.
Premium per life / new household can live together / side by side. I also don't like labeling the metric names with the word metric. Use design principles from the book Refactoring UI and take inspiration from shad, from known shadcn components. This is like such a rudimentary thing to display, but it's so high. Try online at the end of the block's title. Locale string. Where did that other component go? Where did where did that go? It's such a weird. All right. Because we're gonna need another thing in beside that yet too. So let's just close that. So it doesn't like playing with resizing in there. So we gotta fix that. Yeah, let's fix. I bet that fixes. No, it doesn't. All right. Max with none. Where do we control the overflow? The height of the chart seems to be what's fucking things up here. And this gets rendered in here, which gets rendered in here. And this should, if we give this like a background black, that's what that is. So what happens when we shrink here? It's almost like the page just felt, which goes to the client dashboard. This bit here, this div's not doing what it needs to. That is a row. Okay. Let's give this a background blue of like 400. Okay. And we'll say this is going to be flex, and it's going to be a flex row. Doing that causes it to overflow. So what happens if we do overflow here? What if we do hidden? Probably not. No. What if we do width full and height full in this one? Because that will fit to the layout then. It's getting closer. That looks good. That's what we want. So it feels like... I hate CSS chat. That's like what we want right there. Ish. Really, we want this to grow. Which it looks like that's not a flex. No, it is. Background blue should fill background black. Can I grow this? I can. Interesting. We don't really need to grow that though. We do want this to fit its parent though. Yeah, we want something like that. So that's looking good here.
World.
Hydrate. Thank you, Kraut. So we do this. We come in here and when we add the chart back in, that's when it gets wonky. I wonder if I add a second key metrics. Can I just add a bunch of these? What happens? We're fine. But the minute I add the chart, I think we die, which tells me that there's probably something wrong with the styling on the charts container. Yeah, so let's go to the premium versus kept. And I want to v-split this with key metrics, because whatever we did on the div here, this is like similar to what we want. Okay. We can have it grow its height. And if we make this a flex, okay, that's where it goes wrong. We want flex display. It's like flex block, isn't it? Isn't that? Flex inline. Inline flex. That didn't work. And if we do H full and have that grow to the height, and then we can have this H full, and this will grow to fill its parent. Oh God. Let's make this background green 400. We really want to grow this one, right? Like, let's get rid of this canvas for a second, because this is the thing that's making everything complicated. If we have this, what happens if we make this flex now? And then flex call. Let's get it working without the chart, and then we'll fuck with the chart. How do I keep getting... I'm gonna give this a background of like background orange 400. Wow, that looks identical on my screen, those colors. Orange came out as red. There we go. All right, we want green to grow, right? The card grew as we wanted. That is what we want. That's how we want things laid out. This is correct. It's now this canvas that is the issue. So when we put the canvas in, it's gonna go crazy. It's gonna like keep growing. Or no, it just works. Okay. Whatever. That's, oh no, it did push, it pushed stuff off. Yeah, it did push stuff off. Max width. We can say max width is full, I guess. And then you can get rid of this. That's looking fine. And now I'm just worried that when we put the it pushes it off. Yeah. So if we give it an explicit height, it works. It's like I have to give it, whoops. Haha, I think that's the trick. Was overflow hidden there. Let's freaking go. That was really annoying. I hate CSS. Which one is this? Premium versus kept. We want to go back to client dashboard. And now this does not need that or that. And in the layout, we don't need the background black. And we need to give this a gap 4. There we go. Look at that, chat. We're starting to get a fucking dashboard. All right, so important data points. We need let's copy some of the styles from here. Right, let's say we're gonna take and really we can take this. I think this is what we basically copied though, right? Compare fact finder. It is, yeah. What if rather than having a title here, we took this, yoinked that, wait. This is the one I want to be in. We paste this here, right? That should give us, I don't know. Let's get the ratio formatter. And then in here, we'll just do, I don't know, 25. It's fine. Yeah. Okay. And then in here, rather than putting the title up here, we take this, and this is going to be premium per new household. We'll do something like this. Yeah, that looks good. That's the style we want. Yeah. We'll grab this, do the same thing here, and we'll paste that in there, get rid of this. This is going to be life. Put that. Yeah, we'll do that. That looks decent. And we'll put a border bottom on this one. And we'll give it some py4. Just give ourselves some, how about p bottom 2. And then we'll do the same thing with income fact finder, border B, pb2, yeah. We'll change target. Is that the order that the information is displayed here? Do I have a meeting right at 10? No, I don't. I have a little bit of extra time. So let's look at that again. It's going to go income per fact finder, kept per month. All right. And we'll say target is going to be that. And we can add icons, arrows like up or down then, but this is going to be fine for now. I think we might want, there's no reason to have a gap here. I probably don't need that big of a gap there either. I do want like a gap Maybe some just like light padding bottom. Yeah, like that. And then in here, we'll do something like that too. Actually, that doesn't really need any padding. I think that looks pretty good, actually. All right, that looks pretty good. So we'll copy this, and the next one's going to be kept per month. Month block. Nice. Is that right? Oh, no, it's not. Target. We can do like text green 500. That is hideous. I mean, I guess that doesn't look the worst. Put that in there. This gets flopped. And we'll do the same thing on the last block, which is going to be yank G. Come down here. Kept per month is going to be, the last one will be, what up, Siyash? Sorry, I have not been paying attention to the chat. I'm just trying to grind this out and get it done and over with. Kept per month, currency formatter, kept per, fucking hell. Paid for submitted premium. Paid for submitted premium. Paid for submitted premium. Paid for two submitted premium block. And that's probably going to be that's currency. Kept per month is paid for to submitted premium. And this is a ratio formatter. All right, let's see how that ended up coming out. We need to go drop this in. I don't think kept is currency. Yeah. And this one doesn't get a border bottom. Yeah. Okay, chat, we're getting there. We're getting somewhere. The curtains are always, I don't have curtains, I have blinds. And it's the time of day. I need to get blinds, or curtains, excuse me. I have blinds, I need curtains to block out the light better. All right, I want the self-assessment to grow. So if we go to client dashboard, this is the one that should grow on the card. There we go. And really we should, I don't know if we're gonna be able to do the same style as what we did here. We might be able to. And then the card content. Nice. Okay. We have one more thing I want to get in before we wrap up, and that is our 3-10-1 card, our 10-3-1, which we have some of this data already, so that's good. And we can probably copy this as a starting point, paste that in there, and we're going to put those side by side in the card. So if we come into our client dashboard, that's going to get put, we need a div here, and we'll close that up. And in here, we're going to put a second one, and this is going to be flex, flex row, and it needs a gap 2. Ooh. Maybe we can stack that and it will look okay. Let's make this 10-3-1, and that will go here. In this, we have that in account B2. I think we can probably do something like 10-3-1 ratio. That's target versus actual. Yeah, we'll do like the same card. 10-3-1. And here we get, this will be performance 10-3-1 right there. That's our data. We can get rid of this top block, and this will be changing tag. We'll say 10-3-1 ratio. You can delete that one and that one. Let's just say this is going to be the 10 block. I'm assuming that's the 10 block. I have no idea. And this is going to be data I had this written down before. I forget how 1031 works. 1031 works. We have an example of 10.3 working in account in here. Ten three one ratio. Here we go. I don't know what these columns are right here. Because right now we have the ratio. We have new fact finders and new clients. I guess we can look at the query. Queries. Total 1031. Yeah, we have this. The ratio is qualified leads to new clients. I have no idea what those values are in that column there. 10, 8, and 2, 4. Like if we go look at great. Mark unread. Like I know we obviously figured this math out. iTrine, yeah, you can. You guys can ask me anything, honestly. You should try effect. The one new client you alternate if you're prospecting effort. In this model, you start with 10 suspects, narrow them down to 3 new fact finders, help identify one of those. Okay, how does it relate 10, 3, 1 to this data? I think I thought I understood. Stood, but maybe not. I have 10:3:1 ratio as being qualified leads divided by new fact finders. So is that saying for 10 qualified leads, you should get 8 new fact finders and it should lead to 10 or 2.4 new clients? Is that saying for every 10 fact finders, or for every 10 qualified suspects, qualified leads, you should get 8 fact finders and end up with 2.4 new clients? And the reality is they had 274 QLs, leads, 219 FFs, No, I love wearing these headphones. I could wear these headphones for 8 hours a day, even with glasses on, and it's fine. All right, so qualified leads. So we don't have all the data here. We're gonna have to pick up here tomorrow. I just got the word on what this actually is, and I have it wrong. So let's wrap up here, and we'll go back to where we were. We can get rid of go back. Actually, it's just one. Ah, damn it. We still didn't get the styling right. We need that to grow. Which that's going to be the layout maybe. Background. Sure, we'll do that. So that's fine. That's not the one that's not growing. It's this one. On here. This has grow. Well, that's not right. Hold on. Let's get rid of that orange. And then I'm just gonna take a screenshot of this. Or the, let's see here, analysis and use the analysis and overview. Is that what it was called? God damn it. I just scrolled. Chat, I'm struggling this morning. Opportunities. All right. I gotta wrap up chat. I have a meeting in 4 minutes. Yo, Ross, that my meme to you, I think that's one of the funniest memes I've ever made. Chat. So Ross, you live in, I think you're from Norway, is .no. And Ross always gives me a hard time about Vercel selling .no domains. And yesterday I added 66 new TLDs to Vercel. And Ross was like, there's no .no. And I copied the Bugs Bunny meme and put the dot in front of the no. It's so good. It's so funny. It's such a slept-on meme. I think I'm funny. All right, y'all. We'll be back. Let's raid Jack. I got to raid and run because I got a meeting. But thank you for hanging out.